Good gravy! Professor Foxworthy has returned for more safaris into the beater. So, what are we doing today? Well, let's take a look. I have a new host of disposable people with skills. A marshal will have the construction skill, which is an advanced form of craftsmanship, so we'll be taking a look at craftsmanship. We also have Anselmo here, who has knowledge of soundproofing. Here is Yumi, who has craftsmanship. She will be promoted into, I believe, metalworking. Yeah, metalworking is the other skill. Over here we got Sully, who has knowledge of cooking, which is going to be the other skill you're going to be looking at. And, Kenneth, also has skill in cooking, so we'll be taking a look at, I think they're called nutrition and cuisine. I haven't used cooking in a while. That's what we're going to be looking at, but I guess we might as well start off with a good old soundproofing. Let's see, who has that skill? It's Anselmo. So here we go, soundproofing. A quieter base is a safer base. What it does is give you -4 zombie threat level. That is actually, I think that's better than it was before. So when we're talking about zombie threat level, we're talking about this right here. In fact, we can even see Anselmo's effect right off the bat. So if you're wondering, if you don't know how the rules of zombie threat level works, so first off, the most important one is the command center one. It's +9, so that's how much noise we're making. And that comes from the fact that we have a population of 9. We have 9 survivors. So every survivor creates one sound or threat. I guess, I don't know if you want to call it sound or threat. We'll call it threat. That's the word they use. Creates one threat. And then certain buildings, like you can see, Lounge 3 is a +1, Sheltered Beds is a +1, Infirmary is a +1. And it's because they're noisy. Well, that's because certain buildings will also generate threat level because of the noise that they make. On the other hand, we have a fuel tank watchtower. That would be this thing right over here. And you can actually see it right there with the active defense -2 zombie threat. That is actually what's pushing it back. And then we have Anselmo now, who's giving a -4 in the total amount of zombie threat, profit, I suppose, or the total reduction is more like a -3, because you got to consider that he contributes to the total population of the +9. But that's honestly not bad. In fact, despite being at a population level of 9, we're actually in the first stage of the zombie threat, which is threat level 0 to 6. That's actually not enough to trigger a siege, and that does have a synergy over here with the New Hope Church, because remember, we have a amount of morale. We either get a bonus or a penalty, depending on if we have a high threat level or a low threat level, and it looks like the game considers only the highest level, basically in that last third of the bar. So we should be able to see it in here someplace. Let's see. Taking shelter, everyone. That is from the New Hope Church morale bonus. So that's actually not bad. I'm pretty sure this was a -2. I can't remember very clearly, but I feel like it was a -2. And a -2 was not very good because it just reduced threat for himself and maybe one other person. But -4 is actually not bad. To put it in perspective, let me see if we can remove a facility that I can easily replace. We'll just do this. Goodbye, temporarily. And what we got here is the Red Talon Watchtower. The Red Talon Watchtower, this is a DLC exclusive to Daybreak, and it's -6 threat, and -6 is a bit of a chunk. Oh, we can also see over here that we're down to a threat level of 5, specifically because we removed a facility that was considered noisy. There's no problem in rebuilding this, though, because it turns out that rebuilding these is exactly how we can improve our craftsmanship. So one of the ways you can level it up is just by deconstructing and reconstructing buildings. I don't want to do it exclusively that way. What I'm going to do is... where did my new mod go? I could have swore one of us had a mod. Who has it? Do you have it? Who has my mod? So you notice how it's taking a moment to load in this character? That's because this character was never at the base. And that's what I meant by you're never going to have your entire community there. Do you have my mod? Actually, I think I left it... Well, because I'm a doofus. I abandoned my car on accident, and now I don't have it. I had the bolt crafting tool set. We don't need the bolt crafting tool set to actually get it done, but let's wait until we actually finish constructing... Oh, these guys want materials as well. Let's grab some materials then. Always need to raise our friendship with people in order to keep the constant flow of new recruits in. Though we're doing a pretty good job. Like, I think we've nearly... I think we've covered most of the primary 5th skills. Yeah, look at this. See, I accidentally left my stupid vehicle behind. Like, now I don't have my... Oh, my poor survey card. So makes up the derpiest mistakes when I'm in a rush. Let's go over here, though. We got the I believe this is the cannibal community. I can't remember because I haven't done them in a long time. Mainly because they just don't pop up very often, but I'm pretty sure these are the cannibals. Anyways, I will see you in a bit. Alright, let's see what our good pals, the good timers, I guess that's their name. The Blood Plague Doctors. Wow, we're getting a lot of quests all of a sudden. I wasn't getting any quests earlier. Now I'm getting a whole bunch of them. There we go.
Nope.
Oh, being lazy. One thing I do like about Standard Zone is, like, I feel much more comfortable using heavy weapons just because, I mean, I do like to use them. It's just that they... Oh, I need to... Darn. But I don't trust them on higher difficulties except for Plague Demolition. Like, they're very useful on Lethal Zone to destroy Plague Guards, or to help in the destruction of a Plague Guard. Yeah, so, you guys... These guys are annoying because they're actually occupying a real base. Like, this is a real home base location. What would you want to do?
And we're all done here.
So, can I just... So, oh, they want to trade. We got plenty of food. Make me an offer? Well, you didn't tell me that you wanted, Oh, wait, we have materials.
Have a good day, then.
I have materials in the back. I guess we can... They could have just, like, told me that I was going to make a trade. Like, what if I didn't bring this with me? I have to go... Ew, pain. Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is for you. We're always glad to help out a neighbor.
Sack of mystery
Thanks
meat.
for taking care of that. That's a lot of meat you're offering. You must have a good supplier.
Oh, I thought they were going to say something cryptic.
How's it going? All right.
Yeah, so mystery meat, if we read that, it says, it smells a little odd, but it's definitely meat. If broken open, the rucksack will be replaced by one or more unusual snacks. So let's go ahead and break it open. And what we find here is a simple wedding band. A solid metal band, not showy or flashy or bold, but well worn with a faded inscription. This belonged to someone who made someone else very happy. And this is supposed to be kind of like your hint that, oh no, these guys are like secretly cannibals, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell them their snacks. Oh, look at this, bag of meat snacks. Isn't that different? It looks like jerky, but smells like gym socks. Okay, yeah, I think these are all supposed to be hints that these are the... Yeah, look at all these mystery meat sacks. Yeah, how about we just sell these back? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Anyways, I want to confirm something back at our base, so give me a second. Alright, so I got a question in the community about the beta that I want to answer, and someone thought that it's possible that maybe the weapon swapping mechanic will work depending on if it's in your pocket or your backpack. I feel like the answer is no. I haven't tried it yet, and the reason I feel the answer is no, because that would just be a really pain in the butt thing to have to, like, specifically make sure that your sidearm is in your pocket or your backpack. Because, so if you don't understand the difference between the two, pockets are your default inventory. Like, if I, go ahead and drop this stuff off. If I take off my backpack, I always have my pockets. That's the difference there. Let's go ahead and put this back on, and so I'm going to go ahead and try, but yeah, the Y button isn't doing anything, and my mouse isn't doing anything either. Now let's rearrange our inventory to get it in the backpack. Like, I'm pretty confident the answer is no, but I haven't technically tried it, so I don't know for sure. And no, it doesn't look like it does anything there either. Let me try with the mouse. Yep, nothing on the mouse. So I think we can say, without a doubt, that it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter where the item is, it's most likely that this system simply has not been implemented into the game yet, but it looks like they do plan on doing it. Is that going to be a useful thing? It actually could be for certain weapons, and I don't think I have a good example of it, but I can create sort of a makeshift example. Like, where is the Evo? So we have the Evo here, and this isn't a super good example, but the Evo is an assault rifle that uses 9mm bullets, and what it means is you could also bring this Precision G17. And the Precision G17 also uses 9mm bullets, so if you wind up with two guns that use the same caliber ammo, but they do very different things, then, you know, that could, emphasis on it, could be useful. One of the ones I can think of actually being useful would be the Echo weapons. There is the Echo bolt-action sniper rifle is 22 caliber, and so is the revolver, and they actually would be useful to switch to it. Anyway, so this is still leveling or building. In the meantime, let's take a look over here. So look at that. We built a single structure, and it gave us 5 stars, and that's because our friendship is so high. And so someone said that you would only get 3 stars from from using like a book or something, and I don't think that's the case if your morale is high enough, and I'm gonna go demonstrate it over here. Because, as I said, we have we don't have maximum morale, but our morale is pretty high. Is there one that I can do real quick? Yeah, this one here is going to be done in about 2, what can I do in 2 minutes that's going to bump our morale? That'll be fun. Let's just do that. So what I'm going to do is get our morale up to the maximum tier, because we're just barely there. And then we'll try it there, and I'm pretty sure we will get more than 3 stars when we do it that way. But let's give me a sec, because we actually need to wait for the time to expire. You know, it's funny, I never realized until now that the Shaggy Jack statues, by the Shaggy Jack espresso place, he's carrying a coffee. That's funny. Anyway, so here we are, and we should have maximum morale. We do, just barely over, and there's no other effects going on, so there's no way to accidentally get EXP. Let's see how much skill that we get. Learn cooking, 275 influence at max morale. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we get 5 stars, and I think that really shows you the value of stacking up your EXP. And just as a quick reminder, you can see right here, 100% EXP rate. That is really the key there, stacking up that EXP rate. There's other things we can do as well, if we had the Red Talon Officers' Quarters, we could improve that. One thing that just hit me is that this ability is basically... I don't think this ability was ever good, to be honest. This is the gardening study ability from the garden, and it costs 40 boxes of seeds, and you get 1 gardening textbook and 2 food. I'm pretty sure 40 boxes of seeds would sell for a greater value than a single, book. Because, boxes of seeds, if I remember correctly, are actually pretty valuable. In fact, I might actually... I know it's just a regular bloater. We're not on lethal zone, but still got the old lethal zone reaction out of me there. So let's go ahead and that'll be an interesting experiment. Let me go ahead and gear up, and I'm gonna bring over 40 boxes of seeds, and we'll see how much it's worth. All right, let us go ahead and give these guys materials so that we can keep these darn recruits coming in. We're starting to run out of the skills that we need to research, though there's a lot of little miscellaneous skills. Here we go. Hopefully this makes you guys friendly.
See you around.
Or allied? Allied?
Always welcome here.
Ah, there we go. What skills do you have? Metalworking. Oh, I should have just recruited you. I should have just recruited that character. Oh, cooking. Wait, did you have no skill?
You're still
Where? Hey, out of my way. Yeah, he has no skill. He'll be useful. Okay, while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at our skills. So, we've got construction and craftsmanship. So what we can do is just use these right here. So creating arrows gives us knowledge of craftsmanship, and that's fine because I use a lot of arrows anyway. So let's go ahead and build one. That does take her up to the maximum level. So I'm not making that mistake twice. Construction, craftsmanship will become metalworking. Thank you. And then over here, we need a little bit of cooking. And this thing takes 3 minutes to do. This is the main way you would gain skill. So let me go ahead and turn this on. But we can also make stuff like snacks, I guess. Like, I can't imagine snacks giving us much EXP, but at the same time, we do have maximum... Okay, there we go. So you are going to be the cuisine person, and you are going to be the nutrition person. Okay, so now all the skills are correctly allocated this time. No need to have any like wacky shenanigans. Let's go ahead and try and get. Let's see how well this works. All right, let's go ahead and do bolts. How much do I get on that? 1 star? That's okay. There's plenty of materials, though. Like, I can't think of any other... I mean, like, besides constructing and deconstructing things. And I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to deconstruct and construct things. So let's just spam about 4 of these out. Just like so. Let's see how that makes us look. Almost there, actually. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I'm not feeling bad about it. Let me make some regular bolts as well. And 1 more ought to do it. More light bolts. So it did eat up pretty much all of our building materials, but we can always get more. All right, so here we go. Let's start with construction. So construction, now that it is maxed out, it gives us 1 labor. In addition to the, the standard knowledge of craftsman and construction. +1 labor kind of stinks. It's just like, maybe it could be valuable in the very beginning of the game when you don't have a lot of labor, but it's just not that great. Like, there's other things that, people will mention, oh, but you can also upgrade these things, like, we could get 20 extra material storage. Like, I don't really care. It's not a big deal. I think the standard amount of storage, which is 35 across the board on a level 2, I think that's more than enough. So, like, I just think construction stinks. I think they need to rethink how construction works. But, yeah, it's not good. +1 labor is not good. It's just not great. All right, what about metalworking, though? Metalworking gives the community plus 15% weapon durability, and I believe that means that the weapons are 15% more resistant to taking damage. So, like swinging this axe around or shooting the AA-12 shotgun I've got, I think they'd be 15% more durable. And how good is that? That is okay. I think that's 15%. I can't remember if that's what it always was. Obviously, it's been extended to the community. It might have been 25% for just the metalworker, and maybe they dropped it down to 15%. I can't remember I can't be absolutely certain on it, though. But is that good? It would be if the forge was better, because the main value of metalworking is from the forge. Like the, let me go ahead and, we don't need the salvage beast anymore. So, the forge over here, it lets you make melee weapons, and it lets you convert parts to materials, materials into parts and such. And if it wasn't for the fact that they keep introducing weapons that are better than the stuff in the forge, like the bounty broker weapons mainly, like the stuff that you get from Cash Beaumont, the bounty broker, like there are such insanely good weapons like the high angle rescue hatchet. They're so good that the awesome weapons that you would build from the forge, which requires a character with the knowledge of metalworking to make those really good weapons, is rendered, unfortunately, obsolete because of that. So, if not for basically, if the bounty broker was not in the game, I would actually tell you, yeah, because the rebar blade is a good weapon, the crow's beak is a good weapon. Some of them I think could be a little bit better, they could enhance some of them a bit farther. But unfortunately, no. The craftsmanship in general, it just stinks. It's not good. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. Like, I think craftsmanship is one of the weaker 5th skills in the game overall. Alright, so we are back home. Let's go ahead and begin working on our cooking skills. So, we got cuisine and nutrition, basically neck and neck. And we did choose the correct one for a change. The feast is up, so that gave us a bit of EXP. Let's go ahead and I don't have any other skills. Yeah, I guess we'll just build. Oh, how about nutritious snacks? Like, maybe those will be pretty good. Let's try building on. Yeah, let's try nutritious snacks. They gave us both 1 star. Let's make some more nutritious snacks. Yeah, nope, gotta make some more. Let's make 2 this time. 1, 2, almost there. And let's go ahead with 1. Is that enough? Nope, gotta make 1 more. There we go. So we now have maxed out nutrition and maxed out cuisine. Let's see the first. Now, cuisine is the morale one. Let's see if anything has changed. All right, improves the yield of our food production in the kitchen and stuff like that. So, interesting. So we get 15% influence and 6 morale across the entire community. I have not seen cooking in so long that I honestly just can't remember what these stats are. That said, I do remember it giving morale. I don't remember, it definitely didn't give 6 morale though. So is that worth it? Well, let's see the rules of preparing a feast. So a feast gives you 15 morale for an hour, and now with an extra +6, and that's across the entire community, you're going to get basically, 21 morale across the entire community. Is that good or not? It is kind of okay. I would say that it would depend. If you do not have a Red Talon officer's quarters, then the biker kitchen probably is worth it, I would say so. And if that's the case, then gaining 15% influence, that is similar. That's actually not bad. That is similar to the satellite broadcast. And so I guess they should stack together. I believe they would stack additively, meaning it would be 20% plus 15%. I don't think it would be multiplicatively. If it is multiplicatively, then it means it would basically be kind of somewhere in between them. It would be higher than 20%, but lower than 36%. And that's actually not bad. So I think I am tentatively saying yes, it actually is probably worth it if you don't have a Red Talon officer's quarters. And that's because the Red Talon officer's quarters gives you 30 morale and 2 beds, plus other bonuses like 33% more EXP. That's the main thing there. And that is kind of one of the problems of the Red Talon officer's quarters, is that it kind of bumps the cooking skill off the map, which once again is unfortunate. Let's see what nutrition does though. So, makes nutritious snacks, improves stamina from feast, reduces stamina penalty from rationing, and we get an extra +10 health across the community and extra +10 stamina. I believe it's very similar to what it was before, just it is now extended across the community. Once again, that is basically like having 3 stars in fighting, and the stamina is like having 3 stars in stamina as well. That is actually not bad. The other things it does is it enhances the feast, so that the feast, I think the feast would typically give you like 15 stamina. I don't know why it gives you it for 46 minutes while the morale is 1 hour. Why not just make them both 1 hour? That's kind of an odd decision. And it also lets you build nutritious snacks. And it also lets you build more energy drinks. Overall, I would probably say this is the better one of the two, just because energy drinks are actually pretty good, and you would have a chemist anyways. And I've never really used nutritious snacks. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I should be using nutritious snacks. Like, for the most part, I feel like it just doesn't really matter. But it's like, With the issue of cooking, like, we're really just kind of... We're really nitpicking with cooking. Like, I think the answer is just do the Daybreak DLC. But if you don't use the Daybreak DLC, then sure, perhaps making a kitchen and using the probably the nutrition skill. I think that's better than I think there's other ways to get morale. Though the 15% influence is honestly not. Oh, rare skills trader. Let's take a look around a little bit, shall we? I think that is rather interesting. Hold on a second. Alrighty, let's go find the rare skills trader. The reason we care about the rare skills trader is because this is actually how you can buy the books that teach all of the little, like, miscellaneous skills, like the soundproofing and the sewing and stuff like that. So this is actually really a good opportunity for us to collect some of these skills and not have to wonder where we can find them. Now, he doesn't sell every skill, but here we go. Oh, good. First guess, too.
Would you like to try
So first off, so I went ahead and brought 40 seeds with us. So 40 seeds is worth 360 influence, and a book is worth about 250. So yeah, going back to what I said earlier, like, I don't see why you'd ever want to use this. Collect the I don't know where's the ability at? Can't remember. I don't even remember where the book is. Oh, it's over here. The gardening study. Like, would you? I mean, you would never want to do that. It's just not a good deal. All right, so let's go ahead and sell some of the junky stuff I brought over here. So you can see here are the let me go ahead and sell all but one. So each strong painkiller is worth 34 influence, and that's just nuts. Like, it's just nutty how much that stuff is worth. Go ahead and sell all that. So here is what he's selling. We can get fishing. Oh, can we actually just read the skills here, or did they... Let's see. I'm trying to see if... Okay, so it looks like they have not updated the tooltips, because we've seen what sewing does. And here it says, sewing increases the survivor's health and inventory space, and that language is not specific enough, because we now know that it improves the entire community. So I can't just tell you what they do from here. Like, we'd actually need to purchase some of these. So, fishing, lichenology, recycling, sewing, secret shopper, scrum, sleep psychology, soundproofing. Okay, so let's take a look. I can't afford all of them. So let's see. I want to try sleep psychology. I want to try out recycling, and I could pick one more. How about lichenology? I know people are big fans of lichenology, so let me go ahead and do that. And now I can throw all of these in the back. Uh-oh. Oh, you want a big... Here's the big swing.
I'm not scared of you.
Really? You live that? What? That zombie, though. That zombie was something else. I don't even know what to say. Now, the thing is, I actually kind of want all of those. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to mass produce an absolute ton of... I think I'm basically going to use all of my medicine and just build an absolute truck ton of... What do you call it? Strong painkillers. And I think we're just going to buy all of them up. And that'll be a good demonstration of how the strong painkillers, or how effective they actually are. Anyways, give me a second. Yeah, so about that strategy, I completely forgot that I kicked out my pharmacologist, so I can't do that. Anyways, instead, we're just going to sell all the good stuff, because I need to liquidate my stuff. I need money right now. And it looks like I have enough to buy one more, and I'm going to go for... either fishing, scrum, or secret shopper. Let's go with scrum. There we go. That gives us a bit more, and I'm sure we'll be able to find another, one of these, crazy, rare traders again in the future. But, yeah, there you go. So those are the skills that we were able to learn, and now that I got these books, we'll be able to learn even more. I'm pretty sure that is all of the 5th skills. I cannot remember if there's like one that I'm overlooking, and I'm talking about like the main ones, like the ones that actually level up, like craftsmanship and chemistry and all those ones there. I think that is all of them. It's like we did utilities. But if there's one that I'm forgetting, let me know down in the comments. Specifically the ones that level up. But yeah, even the ones that you don't level up, let me know and I'll keep an eye out for them. There are some really weird ones that, we might have a few like bizarre ones that I just can't find very easily. But I will continue looking for all the ones that I can. Anyways, what do you think about these? I mean, we had nutrition, and both of the cooking ones seem better. I actually think they're okay, but unfortunately they've been obsoleted through DLC. And metalworking, oh, that's true. I was hoping this would be built by now, but I was going to show you these built. It was just kind of like a demonstration thing. We don't really need to see it, though. Like, the weapons are... I mean, like, the main thing is that the bounty broker obsoleted them. I thought it said only had, like, 8 minutes to build. Anyways, yeah, I mean, craftsmanship, I think it stinks. It's just not good. It should be good. You would think that a skill in, like, basically, like, house building would be super awesome. But I think it's just one of the worst fifth skills in the game. Food or cooking, I think it's below average. But it has potential, especially if you don't like playing Daybreak. I think that cooking actually isn't too bad. And if you don't want to use bounty broker stuff or DLC call-ins, like if you don't want to do stuff like this, like ultimate melee weapons and whatnot, then yeah, then I would actually say metalworking is pretty good. But as it stands, because all of those do exist, I can't bring myself to put my stamp of approval on them. Anyways, that's what I think about it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I will be scrambling to get more content out, though my regular work week is approaching, so that will probably delay me. But whenever I have the opportunity, I will do some more safaris into the beta and into the beeter and bring you more information. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like the video if it was interesting. Subscribe for future Decay to the beeter content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.